Hi, welcome to Arty, Crafty, Alchemy. Today I am sharing with you Jazza's Jazzy art box. I'm the Arty, Crafty Alchemist. Let's get started. Okay, I know everybody should have had these ages ago, and I've had mine for a long time and have yet to open it. It's been a busy few months and I just haven't gotten to it. I actually got it in around late November, early December, I think. So we'll have a look and see what's inside. You've probably seen a million of these unboxings, and I watched Jazza, so of course when he did this box I was like, I like it, I want to get one. This is the print that he did with the pencils and the markers. We've got a bookmark, a packet of Illustrator by Spectrum Noir. Spectrum Noir are changing their brush tips, I believe. When Jazza reviewed their brush tips, he really didn't like them. And so these ones have the new brush tips in them so they don't fray as much. 3 pieces of blending card, Marabou Graphics fine liners. And there's 4 of them in 0.2, 0.4, 0.8 and a brush nib and a mechanical pencil, a Tombow calligraphy pen. I think it's a brush marker. Nope, not a brush marker. A fine point pen. Interesting. And then there is this thing, which I don't know what it's for. If anybody knows what that's for, let me know. The Uniball Signo Broad. I think I have some fine ones. Tombow Mono N15, which is the black, so you have big brush tip on that end and a bullet tip on that end. Some Polychromos pencils, which I actually should have found mine before I did this because I have this exact same tin, so I don't want to open this one yet. Oh yes, I got the blue Colorase pencil, Prismacolor Colorase. I was hoping I'd get a blue one. I prefer blue to red. A Faber-Castell dust-free eraser, the Hahnemuhle Nostalgia sketchbook, 190 GSM, 90 pounds, 80 pages, and the pencil case, which I'm super excited about. And of course there's our Put My Face on Your Face Jazza mask. I'll open up the Hahnemuhle sketchbook. I know lots of people are switching to these Hahnemuhle sketchbooks. Paper feels really nice. It has a bookmark and it pretty much lies flat wherever you have it. No sharpener, so I can't sharpen my pencil. And we have the pencil case. It has a little button here, but open, and you can put all your supplies in. Do they fit? Just that fits. I actually have some of them. Oh, they're grey barrels. Pens, grey barrels. It's a Fudenosuke pen, but on the back of this one it says calligraphy. It doesn't look like a calligraphy pen. It has a plastic nib. I will hunt for them in a minute. This pencil case is by Speedball, which I didn't know. Everything fits in there nicely. You could, even if you wanted to, you don't have to put these in there. You could put your pencils in there. These are fairly tight. I imagine they will last a while. This is Jazza's special edition of the Spectrum Noirs, specially curated colour selection by him. And we have a blender and then 11 colours. That's our brush end. On the other end we have a bullet tip, and this is red, amethyst, ultramarine, grass, dandelion, pale tan, apricot, amber, ice grey 1, ice grey 4, and ice grey 9. I just made a little rainbow on the cardstock I usually colour on, and they seem to blend nicely. I found my Polychromos. The covers are slightly different, the backs are slightly different, but they are the same coloured pencils inside. I think they changed it because they had a picture, and this picture does in no way represents the colour that is actually inside. This is supposed to be black and it looks more like burgundy. You can see better colour representation. So I guess I'll put black, Schwartz black, but I'm just going to write black next to the ice grey 9, and I'll go in reverse order. Cad yellow, dark cad orange, deep scarlet red, magenta, phthalo blue, light ultramarine, emerald green, light green, burnt ochre, and walnut brown. And then we also have the white pencil. I'll just add the white on. Works really well over the markers. Also well over a few layers of pencil. Just grabbing a stamp and some memento. I am going to try mixing a few colours and see what happens. I'm going to lay down a base of yellow. I'll come back with the orange. And then blend it all again with the yellow. Now I am seeing straight away that there are streaks and issues with the paper. It does bleed through a little bit. I did forget to mention that. It doesn't bleed through a whole lot. Put an extra piece of paper down just in case. I didn't have one up here and it hasn't bled through to the next. It will affect this page if you do use markers. I'll move that aside and try this blending card. Already I can tell that the markers are behaving a lot nicer on the blending card than they do on the sketchbook. That's about par for the course unless you get a sketchbook that's specifically for markers. I'm going to do one more on the cardstock I usually use, which is just really cheap J. Burrows 250 GSM, which to be honest it doesn't really even feel like 250 GSM, it feels more like about 200 GSM. It is super smooth and not really one good to use for pencils. And again, I'm going to do the same thing. Now I'm going to try the blue and purple. I don't think the purple's dark enough, so I might also grab ice grey, blue. Next we have, I guess, the flesh tones. That's how they look on the Express It blending card, my J. Burrows card, and then in my book. Got the best blends with the blue, I think, and the flesh colours. So I'm not fully sold on these colours as the flesh colours. I'm going to take my red pencil, add in a little bit of detail over the top, and add in my orange pencil, and then my yellow. So the pencils do work over the top of the markers nicely. I don't really have any that are dark enough for that. The only thing I do find is that they tend to fade out and go a bit mottly on the blending card, which is one of the reasons I don't use Copics on it, because I find I get a lot of mottled colours or pitted colours, whereas on other cardstocks I don't get that same issue. Hope you enjoyed this look at Jazzy's Jazza art box, even if it is a couple of months late. If you did, please don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to see more content like this, and hit the bell notification to know when new videos come out. My social medias are linked below if you want to follow along on my blog or Facebook or Instagram. They are all linked below. If you want to see me do a proper review of these, let me know. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye for now. I realised I forgot to swatch all my supplies. I assume that's a HB and 0.5mm by the looks of it. Now you may notice I finished this down in the corner. I tried some different blending, green and yellow, blue and red, purple and red. This was orange with the 3 greys, blue with the 3 greys, just to see what would happen. This is the 3 greys. Great for clouds, I think. It's a very weird pen. Kind of looks like a brush nib, but it's not. Actually, I might do a big square of this. You need to press really lightly with this, otherwise it leaves a gap in the middle, but it has good coverage. See if I can still see that when it dries. Wow, that's a very, very thin brush. It is solid, but it has a very, very fine point. Very fine point. Not good with the whole brush pen thing. I need to find a sharpener to sharpen that. And that is the Tombow brush. Put all of these back in here. Like the Marabou pens. You can see me using them for a bit. A few things. It can hold 24 pencils, so I guess it holds 4 in a slot. If I took one pen out, I could fit my whole tin of pencils in there as well. I absolutely love this pencil case. I think this is going to come in handy next time I am traveling. I'll be able to make sure I just take a minimal amount of pens and they all have a spot. I'll probably fit a couple of pens, my Signo, and a pencil, a couple of water brushes in there, and I'd be good to go, or even a couple of small brushes. And that would make a great kit, and it would mean I would be taking less stuff on the go with me. When I took to England, I took a fair bit of stuff. I didn't need to take as much as I did. Now, the reason I use the stamp is because it takes me a very long time to draw a picture. To draw something, it would have taken me hours. I have to constantly look at references and things. I can't draw things out of my head. I'm good at that. So I just thought it would be faster and easier to draw stamp. So I can somewhat draw a little bit. I'm still not 100% good at drawing what I see, but I can draw some flowers and things, and I can follow tutorials, okay, usually if I follow step by step. But I'm not great at drawing off the cuff. So, stamp it was. And if you're wondering, the stamp is from Altenew Garden Treasure. Okay, I'm really going this time. Now that I've swatched everything, let me know below if you'd like a proper review of the Spectrum Noir illustrators. I have another set that I could probably mix with this one, although it has the older, not so good nibs on it. Or I can even compare the old ones to the new ones if you would like. If you'd like that comparison, just drop a line below and I will do it. Thanks again for watching. Bye!